Happy Thursday, y'all. TMI Sports Talk. It's time. It's time to talk that stuff. Hey, buckle up, man, because tonight we are going to talk about why is Cam Newton so disrespected in our community. We're going to talk about that, man. I don't know what's going on, but we going to talk about it. I got my boys, they backstage, but I got to bring them all right. So y'all stay tight. Hey, we'll come right back at you on the other side of this intro.
I want for lunch, serving curry, go and cut. How you do this all at once? Ooh, I came up from nothing and it's crazy. Money be the motive on a daily. That's what motivate me.
Sean got that flash drive, bro. I thought them beats was gone.
Why you keep bringing up that flash drive?
Sean can't do what I can do with them beats.
If you disrespect me, we gon' share more.
Hip Hop, it's your girl, and I'm back with the homie Rolling Royce.
You know what? I'm gonna show you how a real rapper do this, though. You feel me?
So right now we're looking for an artist out there that stands out, bringing that real, raw, true essence of real hip hop.
Down, ay, keep your composure. You never be closer to a supernova.
Listen,
I tried, told you.
You can be as big as you want to be with this music shit, bro. The only thing you gotta do is be consistent.
Don't go nowhere either. You need to learn something.
We on. What the fuck?
Sean, do you know any reason why somebody would want to kill your brother?
Nephew, please tell me you got yourself caught in some mess.
Head to Triple Dirty Record to get more details on how to
I
enter.
hear hissing, I see you roll.
Hey, they picked you.
They'll knock the door.
I got some Dallas legends in the building tonight as well.
Gotta watch these. Gotta watch these niggas. Gotta watch
This is hip hop, baby.
I hear hissing.
This competition is getting real stiff right now.
Hey, they asking what you want to be introduced as. You still going by Sean King?
Nigga, gotta watch these.
One thing though, Sean. When we do this, ain't no going back. That means after these niggas tell you what you want to hear,
Sitting down from Comfort.
Gets a block, takes off, and he is gone. Trying to stay upright, and he trips. Very important people. Oh my God, what the heck?
That's right. It's Thursday night and we are in the building. TMI Sports Talk with Mr. TMI and the fellas, y'all. And y'all know what I mean by the fellas. First of all, this fella here, my co-host, none other than the controversial man himself, B. Jeezy. What's up, baby?
What's going on, Tate? I'm ready to get into it.
Man, look, let's get going. We got a lot to cover, man. Hey, check this out. We can't cover it without the guy. You know what I'm saying? This is, in my opinion, a real Cowboys fan. God dog it. Let's bring him to the stage, Mr. Black. What's going on with you?
What's up, fellas? What's going on? What's going on?
Man, this dude is the kind of Cowboy fan I respect because he tell it like it is.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
that means a lot because I know we out here. Some of us crazy out here. I already know it.
Man, look here. Let's chop it up, man, because we got the draft coming up, correct? So the draft is coming up and free agency is coming up. And I can't help but to ask the question, what the hell should the Bears do? I'm going to tell you just like this. I'll kick it off. I personally think that Justin Fields has mentally tapped out. I think he's ready to go now. Where they were always saying, oh, are the Bears going to trade him? Are the Bears going to trade him? Pretty soon people get tired of hearing that, are you going to trade me? And they soon say, you know what? Hell, y'all consider trading me. shit, I'd rather be gone. On to the next one. So I'm gonna be honest, wherever he go, I'm gonna be watching because, in my opinion, damn man, that's a tough loss. So I'm kind of divided. Man. I'm divided where I'm excited to see what the new dude gonna do, but I'm hurt because I got a feeling Justin Fields gonna go somewhere else and clown. What y'all think, fellas?
Mr. Black, you want to go?
Yeah. So Tate, bro, I think that if I'm you, it's like I'm so conflicted because with the kid from USC, you know what I'm saying, Caleb Williams, a lot of people think that he is a generational talent. And of course, anytime you have a generational talent that's projected to be, special coming to the league, you don't want to miss out on drafting him, especially when you have the number 1 draft pick.
Facts.
So I get that from that aspect. And quarterback has always been historically something that the Chicago Bears have struggled with. You know what I'm saying? Right. Is having that franchise guy. So, but on the other end, it's like Justin Fields. I don't think that the gap between Justin Fields and Caleb Williams is phenomenal. I think that if Caleb is going to be better, is not that much better than Justin Fields because we're still talking about Justin Fields with 4.4 speed, big arm and athleticism, that's off the charts. So it's like, me personally, the smart thing to do, I think, would to go ahead and trade the pick or draft a receiver. Everyone to my Marvin Harrison Jr. But I would want to move back a little bit if it's me. So I don't think any other team is going to draft him at number 1. So I would probably want to move back maybe to like the 3rd, 4th spot, save a little money, still get your receiver, still draft offensive lineman, and build around Justin Fields. That's if the relationship isn't fractured between Justin Fields and the Bears, that's what I would do. But like you're saying, if he's already checked out, if they're already letting him know that, hey man, you out of here, then go ahead and draft Caleb Williams. But the thing is, you're asking for the Bears to either not be good or be worse. I'm talking about be a little better or worse next season because you got a rookie quarterback still. And even if he's going to be special, he's not going to be better than Justin Fields in his first year already, likely. You could get a CJ Stroud year, but you also need that coaching and that dynamic to come together. It's possible, but I'm saying you bringing him into the same situation you bring in that Justin Fields was in now. So I would build around the quarterback you have now, but
But Mr. Black, how you want us to keep Justin Fields and you just said that this man is running the same speed as Cat Williams?
What, a 4.4?
Cat Williams run a damn 4.4.
I don't think Caleb Williams is faster than 4.4 though. I don't think he's gonna be faster than Justin Fields.
Oh
no.
Oh, but I want Jeezy to address this shit. I actually heard that Williams is overrated based on some scouts allegedly.
I've heard that too.
I heard that this week.
Dude, I'm kind of scared. BGZ, what we gonna do, bro?
Okay, I'm gonna address that first. So I heard Mel Kiper talking this morning, and we know who Mel Kiper is,
Right.
So he was saying that Caleb Williams had a really great season a couple years ago, but these last few ain't been that good.
Right.
He said something very true. He said, if you had a player that showed flashes of greatness and they didn't maintain it, that's on the coaching staff. That's not on the player.
Okay.
So I think that the overrated part might be from the coaching because the man showed he can put up numbers, he can play the position. Now, as far as what the Bears,
whoa. Ain't that similar to what Justin Fields is going through?
Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly what Justin Fields is going through.
But they didn't already change. Y'all changed coaches mid-season, didn't y'all?
No, they have the same head coach. They changed
no.
coordinator.
I'm talking about the coaching staff. Y'all changed the coaching staff mid-season.
I believe so.
Yeah. So I feel like this, Tate.
You have the same head coach.
But he had different coordinators.
Right. No, he's had like three different coordinators each year. So I'm saying that
He
that
ain't
ain't
gonna
really
grow
been
like that.
stable.
So
Exactly.
this is what I think, Tate, what y'all should do. I think that they should trade Justin Fields. And I'm gonna tell you why. Caleb Williams, probably he's gonna go somewhere and show the fuck out, right?
Okay.
So now you looking, if you're a Bears fan or you're the Bears organization, and you saying, wait a minute, that's the guy we passed up. I think that Justin Fields is a great player. I don't think it would ever work with him with that team. If you keep him, you're saying we can win right now. That's what they're saying. If they keep Justin Fields and they trade their pick, they're saying we think we can be competitive in that NFC North division with the Lions. That's up with the Vikings. That's gonna get Cousins back. They're a good team with Justin Jefferson. You're saying in Green Bay, Jordan Love, you're saying that Justin Fields is that type talent. You can compete right now with those three teams, and I don't think that they can. So
if they keep Justin Fields, in my opinion, I think that they have to get a solid offensive line to protect Justin Fields and stop thinking that his athleticism is going to get him out of every situation.
Right. It's
also, you got to get him some receivers outside of the one. You got to get him a good tight end. You got to really surround this dude with a great core. And what's going to happen? I'm already going to tell you what's going to happen. Justin Fields is going to go someplace else, leaning towards Atlanta. And he's going to clown because they're going to be smart enough to put the right tools around him.
However, Atlanta, woo boy.
However, if the Bears draft Williams first round and don't address all that other stuff, we're going to get the same result that we got with Justin Fields.
I agree, but here's my thing. Yeah. If y'all keep Justin Fields and you say we're going to trade the number one pick, isn't that saying that? Because here's the thing. If you trade him, you got to build anyway.
Right.
If you keep him, you're going to have to build around him.
You got to build regardless.
That's what I'm saying. So why not just build with all new pieces?
No, because they would be sacrificing a quarterback that they are. If you already have your quarterback, everything else is easier. We can leverage that first pick to get more draft picks. We can take something that we need to help us be better now. But changing out the quarterbacks when you're not changing anything else isn't going to solve anything. I would much rather take another offensive tackle or the receiver that's going to give him a dynamic passing attack versus drafting another quarterback and starting over. Especially when I'm not 100% sure that the quarterback that I have is not special. They was high on Justin Fields when they took him a few years ago. They haven't really given him a lot to make him be successful. You've changed out head coaches, you've changed out coordinators. So it's like they haven't put him in the best position to show us exactly what Justin Fields can do. Last season, he led the league in rushing as a quarterback, not the whole league, but as quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying, his potential there. Give me some more pieces to help him improve. I think the Bears are going to be a better team next year if they go that route, but that's not the sexy thing to do. The sexy thing to do is to draft Caleb Williams, trade Justin Fields, because everyone believes that not everyone, but most people believe that Caleb Williams is a can't miss prospect.
Right. So let me say this real quick. Being in an abusive relationship that I've been in since 85. This is, you got to understand from a Bears fan perspective, the team got to do what's going to keep butts in the seats. Now, if they keep Justin Fields and build around him, the very second that they lose, and I'm gonna be honest, the very second that they lose 2 games, you're gonna lose your fans. However, if they draft Williams, the fans will understand more. He got to get his legs under him. He got to get right. So we'll stay a little longer. We'll stay a little longer. Because at the end of the day, The fans ain't concerned about whether Justin Fields had 3 offensive coordinators in the last 3 years and all this other stuff. We like, look, we done had 3 losing seasons with him. And we are to our wits' end because we've been in this abusive relationship for Lord knows how long. So therefore, get us somebody that's going to keep our butts in the seats, that's going to keep us watching a Bears game. Bruh, I used to use the Bears game to take naps because I already knew what the results were going to be.
You watch the Bears. Now, I haven't watched the Bears like you've watched the Bears. But when I do watch them, it's not quarterback play that y'all struggling in. It's everything else.
It's not. However, you got to first of all, you already done somewhat pissed Justin off because you can't make up your mind whether you want him or not. And you mess around.
And you know they say he got the locker room. The locker room like Justin Fields.
Right.
That's important too.
That's definitely important. But I can see them. If you get Williams, you got a clean house.
Yep.
You got a clean house. Because of Justin having the locker room. Right. If you keep Justin again, that leash of keeping your fans is going to be short.
It's just going to make it harder for him with the team and with the fans. Because if we get rid of Justin Fields for you, essentially, then you have to come in and show us promise from day one. We need to be looking at like, okay, because Justin, I feel like if they trade Justin Fields, he go to somewhere like Atlanta to where he got Bijan Robinson, Kyle Pitts, Drake London. If he goes somewhere like that and shows out, and Caleb Williams has a subpar rookie year, it's the same effect. It's like shit.
No, it's not. No, because he's a rookie.
Because
Mr. Black, he's a rookie.
You're
how can you expect a rookie to come in?
To a certain degree. Wait, listen, because quarterbacks recently, like within the last 5 to 6, 7 years, have changed the stigma on rookie quarterbacks. You've had rookie quarterbacks come in playing really well. You had the Joe Burrows. You've had the guy we just got done talking about. You've had the Joe Burrows. You've had the
CJ Stroud.
I'm sorry, the name
CJ Stroud.
Right, exactly. And so you've had 3 or 4 quarterbacks come in from the jump looking like something. I'm not saying that he has to have a CJ Stroud year, but I'm saying if he comes in and gives them doubt on if he's really the special talent that they believe he is, they're going to be looking at the Justin Fields situation like we should have kept Justin Fields because this guy looks like he is going to be special, and this guy we're still unsure of. And I'm saying if you have those kind of questions.
Okay.
Imagine this. Imagine if the Bears make the same damn mistake that they made in the past and not draft the quarterback that had the most potential in the draft. And they say, we're going to stick with whatever or draft Mitchell Trubisky.
See, but imagine Mitchell Trubisky and Justin Fields is 2 different leagues,
listen
man.
To me, though. Listen, I feel you. But imagine if they make that another mistake. Imagine if Williams goes someplace else and ball out.
He going to.
Let me ask you this.
Regardless of what Justin Fields do, they gonna be like, man, we should have got that damn quarterback. Here it is. We done made that mistake again because we made that mistake with Lamar Jackson and freaking
Patrick Mahomes.
Not if he's not that good in the first year, Tate. If he's not that good in the first year, they're not going to be saying that. They're going to be saying the opposite. People are fickle.
We don't know that.
They're going to be saying
challenging.
No,
that's
but we don't.
If that's a
so
huge,
y'all, let me ask y'all that. Let me ask y'all this: if Caleb Williams and Justin Fields is both in school right now, who's going number 1?
Caleb Williams.
Well, you can't do that. You can't do that.
I can't necessarily agree with that.
You can't do that because Justin Fields has seen the pros.
No, I understand, but I'm saying it's college players. Justin Fields at Ohio
where
State,
he was in college versus where Williams is. Put them equal senior year, not senior year, but whatever year in college.
Whatever year they came out.
That's kind of a you kind of got the whole in that dynamic.
I don't think his one is doing that much better than the other. Is my point.
Right.
And I'm saying
That's what I'm
Caleb
trying to say.
Williams.
That's what I'm trying to say.
No, I'm
Here's my
just
point,
saying.
Mr. Black. Here's my point.
Okay.
And
Okay.
Tate, this is what I'm saying. This is my logic. If they trade that pick away and say, okay, we're gonna build around Justin Fields, this is really the only way to look at this. Can the Bears right now compete for the NFC North with Justin Fields as their quarterback? Because you cannot make no more excuses. Now you brought him to pieces. You went and got a wide receiver. You went and got offensive lineman. Because the whole purpose of the draft is to build.
They can't do that in one draft, though, Jesus.
No. But listen, if they trade that pick away, yes, they can. Because they got 2 first-round picks. They got number 1, so they're going to get more picks for that number 1 pick. And they got the number 9 pick, right? So they got 2 picks probably within the first round, and they already got their quarterback in place. Right. They're going to put pieces around him, right? You're going to bring in a lineman. You're going to bring in a receiver. Do you think with Justin Fields, and you look at the makeup of that division with Kirk Cousins, with Jordan Love, with Jared Goff, with those teams, can the Bears compete for that division right now? Yes or no?
So you're saying you're asking if the Bears can compete for that position. And let me explain something to you. A Bears fan right now ain't even looking at that shit is so far away. We saying, can we get to 500? Yeah. God, dog.
That's why you got to go get a quarterback.
500. No, but it's not the quarterback's fault. You're not.
No, I know that. No. Not one time.
I'm talking about beat, but G, it's like to me, you don't go get the quarterback because you're not competing for the division crown next year. Detroit is a lot better. They're gonna be good for a long time. They got a young team.
Right.
Same with the Packers. They have a young team. So it's not like they're even with Caleb Williams, whoever they go with, they're not going to be competing because they're not better than the Packers and they're not better than the Lions right now.
So then why would you keep him? Because you're saying we already got a quarterback.
Yeah.
You can't say he ain't the problem. You can't blame the rest of the team. He makes some bad throws sometimes. Come on now, let's be real.
Quarterbacks make some bad throws.
We do, they do. But guess what? You cannot sit and say it's the rest of the team. When you win, it's because of the quarterback. When you lose, it's because of the quarterback. You can't say that every game the Bears lost, it ain't never Justin Fields' fault.
How many quarterbacks can rush for 1,100 yards? How many?
Okay, so look, this is just like
Lamar Jackson ran all them yards. You got to be able to throw the ball, bro.
Lamar Jackson.
Let me say this real quick, y'all. This is just say for instance, if we talking basketball, this is just like somebody saying, Wimbiano is scoring all these damn points, but the Spurs got 9 wins. Like,
right?
What difference does it make the stats if we ain't winning?
There you go.
Well, hey,
the Bears are looking at can we get a positive record right now? And we are so sick and tired of what's been going on in watching a Bears game. I'm looking at a casual Bears fan. We so sick and tired of watching what's going on when we watch a Bears game, whether it's Justin Fields' fault, the defense fault, or whatever, that we're like, hey, you either give me something new right now or something different, or we gone. That's the bottom line to it.
Yep.
And if you give us Justin Fields, I like Justin Fields, but listen to me. If you give us Justin Fields again, his rope is this long. You give me the rookie, okay, give him a season.
That's what I'm saying.
But that don't even. But you saying the fan base being tired of losing don't make sense to start over again when you haven't even seen all the way what you need to see out of Justin Fields, because you're gonna be worse again.
You had 3 years.
Not only when you say trade Justin Fields,
has he had the same 3 years that Joe Burrow has had?
Probably not. But check this out.
He's not the level of quarterback that Joe Burrow is, bro.
Hold on,
come on, Mr. Black.
Head coach.
That's not a fair comparison.
One head coach. It is.
Hey, wait,
Mr. Black, come on now. He's not the caliber of quarterback that that Burrow is. Now, don't do that. Come on,
bro.
How
do we know that? How do we know that?
Because we see.
Wait, check this out. Let me say this real quick.
Had one head coach.
Let me say this real quick.
He a hell of a quarterback. He outdude.
Hold on.
Outdude.
Hold on. Let me say this real quick. I'm gonna get y'all fire back started. I'm about to start some stuff. Now, that might be true that he has not had a fair shot. But do we give a care about that right now? No.
Nope.
Again, we like, damn, we got one thing positive out this season, and that's the number 1 pick. Are we gonna blow this number 1 pick again? You notice I said again.
Y'all gonna blow it by drafting another quarterback.
You notice I said again.
Another quarterback. That's how you blow it, by drafting another quarterback. If Justin Fields is Mason Rudolph
on another
or Sam Howell,
but
and again, you have conflicting arguments on generational talent. When Andrew Luck came out, there wasn't one person saying Andrew Luck wasn't the quarterback that he was.
What up, Mike?
When Peyton Manning came out, when nobody saying he wasn't the quarterback that he was. So I'm saying that because I don't believe the gap between Justin Fields and Caleb Williams is phenomenal, you keep that quarterback, leverage your picks, or build around him to where you have a competing team the next year. Free agency, all that. But that's starting over, getting you another quarterback is going to set you back another few years.
Okay, so based on
losing. That's in an ideal scenario. But when it comes to these Bears, this is not an ideal scenario because they have blown opportunities in the past. They have jacked it up. You gave us 3 years, whatever, with Justin Fields. It ain't working. Are you going to pass up on what they're labeling as another generational talent on a whim? Like, maybe we can get other pieces around Justin Fields, but the very second that he show us anything from the past Justin Fields, you're going to lose us. My fault, BGs. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead, dude.
No, you good. So let me ask you this, Tate, because that's your team. That's your team.
Right.
Mr. Black team and my team, they at a level where they're probably going to be in the playoffs next year. So what I want to ask you is, where do you see y'all record being in that division if y'all keep Justin Fields?
I'm gonna be honest with you. If they do not address the offensive line, if they do not address, I'm gonna say the cornerback and safety situations, as well as get him somebody to throw to, we're gonna end up in the same spot that we're in now.
Okay.
And then at that point, we're gonna lose that number 1 pick. However, I understand what Mr. Black is saying, but what I'm saying is they've already lost Justin Fields mentally. How is that?
We don't know that though, Tate. We don't know
that.
That man unfollowed the Bears on Instagram. They celebrating like a mug in Atlanta.
Hey, you can there's always time to mend that relationship before the draft. If they meet up with Justin Fields, let him know, listen, man, we apologize for the confusion. All right. Now this is a business and we had to make the best business decision for the Bears organization. And that decision is you're our guy and we're going to build around you. If they come in like that to Justin Fields and let him know you're our guy, all is forgotten. They ain't doing
cool.
Yet.
Cool. So let me ask you this. Yet. Let me ask you this, Tate and Mr. Black. Based off of what you just said, if they give him that assurance, we're going to build around you and you're our guy, and they finish last in the division next season, then what? Because it very well may happen.
Can I ask you this?
They wasn't going to be better than any of those teams regardless.
Why keep him then?
Because, listen, it's because you have to build the organization. If he doesn't
They've been doing that for the last 3 years, bro.
This is not just
like they said, you're not listening. They don't have that patience to wait another 3 years. Right, Tate?
Who is the running back?
I don't know.
Do you know? Okay. Outside of DJ Moore, who does he have to throw it to?
Absolutely nobody.
Nobody.
On the offensive line, who's blocking for him?
I'm
and
blocking
you, sir.
harder watching. I'm blocking harder watching him on TV.
Quarterback to be successful if he doesn't have any of them things. You can go to any other quarterback who we think is up there and name offensive linemen, name tight ends, name receivers, name running backs. So I'm saying that the Bears loved Justin Fields when they drafted him. Didn't y'all go up to get him? They loved him when they drafted him.
But he
so
wasn't.
I'm saying that they have not given him enough.
Mr. Black,
He's
not the answer,
they
bro.
have not given him enough.
Okay,
How
that's
do
cool.
you know that?
Wait, let me say this. Let me say this regarding the Bears.
How do you know that?
Because here's the thing.
Regarding the Bears, real quick.
All right.
Justin Fields, although we may have traded up and all that other stuff, Justin Fields really was just a Band-Aid to stop the bleeding of how pissed off the fans was when they didn't get Lamar Jackson and well, I'm flaking on my man name, Super Bowl champ. Mahomes. That right, Justin Fields was just a Band-Aid. That was just
they could have had him.
Listen to me. That was just a Band-Aid to put over the wound that was created when that happened. Now you got the opportunity to heal that wound completely by taking your number one pick. You traded the number one pick before. That did not work. You gotta take him now.
Thank you.
See, the Bears are in a position where although we love Justin Fields,
yards,
although we love Justin Fields and we would love to see how this turn out, the Bears are in a position where you gotta take them now because you
Mr. Black. Mr. Black. But that's nice when you got 30. That's nice when you got 30-something touchdowns to go with it.
No receivers and no running backs, bro.
You know what?
I'm saying
that's okay.
Whoever's
over there, you gotta throw it to him.
Say, because I care about you, because you're the homie, I hope that y'all do not trade Justin Fields.
Trade him.
He's
not the answer.
Look,
he's not the answer.
I'm telling you right now.
He's not the answer.
Hey, wait, I got a question. I got a question.
Not what y'all hope he is.
I got a question.
And Justin Fields go to Atlanta or Pittsburgh. And if he go to Pittsburgh, they have enough defense to where if he has great quarterback,
that'll be a good fit.
They're a contender. I'm just saying, man,
I think he would fit
Pittsburgh. Wait, hold on, BG. I just had a thought. What if Mr. Black right? How we gonna look a year from now? Sitting up here.
If Justin Fields slinging the pill all over the field and Caleb Williams come in here having a subpar rookie year,
we gotta face this man next year.
How many games did Chicago win this year?
7. We got 7.
Maybe
7. So you're saying 2 wins away from playoff berth, really, because Green Bay made it at 9-8. So you're talking about 2 wins away, and all you need to do is get him somebody to throw it to, a running back, and some offensive linemen. But
it's not that simple. It's not that simple.
Let me ask you.
Not in that division. Because here's the thing.
They win 3 or 4 games, man. They won a.
Let me ask you, gentlemen, this. Let me ask you, gentlemen, this. Because y'all a little bit more advanced. He need the call in number. Hold on. I got you, Pluck. Let me ask y'all this. Y'all are real, y'all better, damn it, at football than I am. How hard is it to replace an offensive line? Is that a pretty So are you saying I can take that number 1 draft pick, trade it, and replace that damn offensive line? Is it that easy? I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's not that easy.
When you're talking about the top of the draft, like inside the top 10, it is. No, and if you had to get like 3 offensive linemen in 1 draft, there's not a likely chance that you're gonna find 3 starters. It could happen.
No,
but when you're
they need a line. They don't need one guy. They need a line.
No, they don't need. They have a left tackle. They just drafted him like a year or 2 ago.
Center, right tackle.
And they just drafted a right tackle,
right guard, left guard. It's 5.
Then y'all just draft. But anyway, I'm just saying you could probably go get you a center, a guard with the offensive lineman you just took last year, and your offensive line is already improved inside the top 10. In the top 10, those are starters. Those are guys that are going to come in being Pro Bowlers. So, yes, in theory, you guys can do that, especially if you trade the number 1 pick back a couple spots. You still get their first-round pick that you're trading from. the number 9 you had, and maybe even a later pick. And now we getting a receiver. Now we getting to an offensive lineman. Now things look better. You pair that with free agency, get you a running back. Like I said, even though I want him to come to Dallas, maybe you go get you a Derrick Henry or something like that to help. Come on now, Justin Fields and Derrick Henry in the same backfield. That's all I'm saying. So I'm saying it matters how they proceed going forward. And
a line. And Mr. Black, you know this because your team got a good line. My team has a good line. None of those linemen are rookies. Those are experienced men that have been doing that for a while. So you don't just go build a line out of the draft. You would be better trying to build a line by doing both a little free agency and a little draft. But you're not going to get rookie people to come in there and solidify your line. You know that, right?
You are. In the top 10,
I'm not talking about one position. I'm talking about your line. 5 positions.
They don't need 5 positions. Be Jesus. They don't need
what you
5.
They need more than one.
What do you think
they
we
need
need?
more than one.
Hold on, gentlemen, because I got a Bears fan on the phone.
Okay.
And I want to see what he got to say about the whole trading Justin Fields. Pluck, you on TMI Sports Talk. Go ahead, man. Tell us what you got.
What? Listen. My question is this. Look, I don't know which one is the right way to go, whether or not to keep Justin, trade Justin, and draft Caleb. I don't know enough about Caleb to see if he's the answer or not. But what I do know is everybody's talking about he can't miss and this and that. If they do draft him, he better not miss. He better come in day one and be Patrick Mahomes like everybody's projecting him to be. Now, having said that, everybody want to go to this model of, okay, you got to have the stud quarterback and, Patrick Mahomes and lead your team. My question is, there's more than one way to win a Super Bowl. The Bears are known for getting there and winning back in the 80s with the defense. The defense right now is up and coming. They're a top 10, maybe top 5 defense on the come.
Different time, brother.
If their defense is dope, bro. Okay. They're young and they're hungry and they're good.
Really?
My thing, yes. Yeah, the defense is dope.
Jalen Johnson, Tremaine Edwards, Montez.
Toward the end of the season, bro, they was coming.
Okay.
They got some pieces.
So my thing is this though. Like the question should be asked, is Justin Fields good enough to win a Super Bowl? He don't have to be the star, you don't have to be the stud, you don't have to be Mahomes. But if your defense can do their job, and if you give him enough run, like if you keep Justin and you trade down, you get Marvin Harrison or another good receiver to pair with DJ Moore, and you get another edge rusher on defense or another offensive lineman at number 9 or whatever, is that good enough to get you to the Super Bowl and win Super Bowl? That should be the question.
Real quick, before y'all go in, Pluck, let me ask you this question. First of all, I think that expectations is too high when you say get you to a Super Bowl, especially for
win.
That we just trying to get to 500 right now. God dog. I'm gonna tell you like this. I would literally be satisfied with at this point if you keep Justin Fields with an early playoff exit. I'm cool with that. Because that means that we did enough in the season to keep me interested in the damn Bears. But
y'all won 7 this year, Tate.
The first 3 or 4 games, man, I'm gone. Because this is the same crap as the other year.
But Tate,
okay, and I'm not talking about winning Super Bowl this year, but I'm just talking about the next 2 to 3 years max. Now, I'm kind of leaning towards they may trade Justin because Ryan Poles, he didn't draft him, so he's not one of his guys. So he want to hitch his wagon to his own quarterback pick, which is cool. Like I said, he better not miss. Like I don't know enough about Caleb Williams, but I do know a lot of people got questions. Like his record against ranked teams is not that good. I haven't seen him enough. I leave it to the people that have seen him to make that judgment. But all I know is all this talk, he just better not miss. And like I said, if you get no, I'm just saying, everybody, I just don't like that. This is the next this is the next that. Yeah, you don't know, and that's the whole thing. You know what you got with Justin, and does he need to develop more? Absolutely. I have some questions with Justin. He needs to get rid of the ball, quit holding, quit taking sacks. If you know your offensive line ain't that good, take off. Get rid of the ball or take off. Just don't take no sack. So, and he needs to be a little bit more accurate. But if you got DJ Moore on one side and you got on these other stud receivers at the other side, got Cole Kmet. I like Cole Kmet. I think he can be a Super Bowl winning tight end. You know, address the offensive line. You shore up that defense. That's good enough to me to get to the Super Bowl and possibly win it. I'll let y'all have it from here. Appreciate you.
Hey man, appreciate you calling in, dude. You gave some great insight, Pluck. Hey man, keep tuned in because we got some other topics we're gonna address. Hey man, hey, I appreciate you, brother. So, in saying that, man, we're gonna wrap it up when it comes to the Bears because y'all are literally driving a stake in my heart right now with the decision. Because don't get me wrong.
Let me ask one question, Tay. I just want to ask BG or something because he's been dead set on this. How do you know Justin Fields can win a Super Bowl right now? How do you know?
Okay, so he's had 3 years. I don't know what the Bears record because I'm not a Bears fan. I don't really keep up with that division. But he's had 3 years. You can say whatever you want to say about, it wasn't enough around him. But after 3 years, you know enough about somebody. Right? You know enough about him. They have never made the playoffs with Justin Fields at the helm.
Ain't sniffed it.
If you keep him, wait. No, am I lying? Now, Mr. Black, if you keep him this year and you don't make the playoffs, what was the purpose of keeping him to be on a team that's going to continue to lose? You can't make excuses for a 4-year quarterback.
So first of all, if I'm not mistaken, Tate, he only been started 2 4 years, right? The first year they were still switching him out with the other quarterback, right? He didn't start off the season as a starter. So I'm saying you said 3 4 years, like he didn't have the same coaching style and weapons the whole time. He rushed for 1,100 yards last year, man. You just don't throw when you show flashes of greatness, you have to hone in on that. Not all quarterbacks can rush for 1,100 yards, bro. There's been a lot of fast quarterbacks, a lot of athletic quarterbacks. Him and Michael Vick are the only one to rush for that many yards at the quarterback position. So if you go into the draft, if you go into the draft and you get another receiver, offensive line help, some positions shored up on defense, yes, I agree. If he doesn't win any more games next year, then it's a failure. But they won 7 games, Jeezy, without anything that we're talking about their need. 7 games ain't nothing to sneeze at when you need offensive linemen, you need other receivers, you need a running back, and you need some pieces on defense. That's still 7 games. So I'm saying 7 games ain't 2 games. So if you won 7, logic tells you that you go into the draft, get some help, maybe you win 9 or 10 next year. That's all I'm saying. They're not that far off. You don't need to blow that up like you won 3 games last year.
Okay, but so let me ask you this, and I know you got to move on, Tate. If they win 9 games with a 4th-year quarterback, what is at risk? At risk is the number 1 pick, which you don't know. You might never get that again. You'll get it again, but you might never get that again for a while. So now, what's in the balance? The balance is, what are you giving up to keep him? Is it greater than what you could be? And Tate don't think it is, and I don't think the dude Pluck think it is. That's why you got to trade the pick. If you win 9 games with Justin Fields, listen, wait. If you win 9 games with Justin Fields being a 4th-year quarterback, what did you really accomplish?
You're talking about progression. What have the Bears been? You have like this is the Chiefs. You have like this is the Chiefs. The Bears have been trying to build.
I'm glad you said progression.
Hold on 1 second, Tate. If you keep the quarterback and use those other 2 picks inside the top 10 to draft at other positions, you're helping your team significantly by not drafting an unproven quarterback when you know you have a good one. If you don't know you have a good one, there's nothing to talk about.
3 years, get him out of there.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna ask this question and then I'm gonna let it go. From year 1 to year 3, how has Justin Fields significantly improved as a quarterback? We already knew he can run.
He hasn't.
1,100 yards ain't just he can run, no tape.
We already knew that Justin Fields was a running quarterback. So if he ran 2,000 yards, it's not a shock. How has he controlled the game at the quarterback helm? Similar to what Pluck said, holding the ball too long, taking sacks, bad throws, and all that stuff.
He's not that guy.
How has he
got to develop?
How has that changed from year 1 to year 3?
That's crazy that you say that when Jalen Hurts was a quarterback, that with your logic, he would have been gone if they didn't give him time to develop. That's crazy to me. Jalen Hurts came in.
You fell right into my trap.
Again, unfortunately.
He took the team in his second full year as a quarterback. He led his team to a Super Bowl. Now you can say, oh, pieces around him. You are who you are. Sometimes the quarterback.
He wasn't that same quarterback in the rookie year. He had to develop.
He got the same chances that he didn't start his whole first full year.
They got AJ Brown, Devontae Smith. They already had an offensive line. So that's the same thing. He had to get weapons. He had to get pieces. He had to develop.
Right.
You don't have enough data on Justin Fields to make that determination yet.
We're talking about 4 years now, Mr. Black. 4 years. Do you think that, okay, do you think next year?
Hold on. I don't mean to interrupt y'all, but I think the point is being missed. This is not a personal Justin Fields attack.
No.
This is a hurt Bears fan base.
Okay.
And again, I go back to Justin Fields was the Band-Aid over a wound. He was never the dude.
He was never. Yep.
He had the opportunity to go get the dude that everybody's saying the dude, and we're in position to blow that twice. That's the whole system.
The draft class matters.
Hold on.
The draft class matters.
Mr. Black is making excellent points about how to build a football team, how we should be patient. All of that is excellent points. However, when you got a fan base such as ours, who have been patient for damn near 30 years, you got to do something right now.
Yep.
But y'all, but the right now that you want to do is going to cause y'all to have to wait longer. That's my point.
We're kind of at a place where we'll take that option and we'll deal with the consequences later. That's being for real. We'll take that option.
Y'all gonna be hurt. Y'all gonna be hurt if Justin Fields go to Atlanta or Pittsburgh and he ball the hell out. Y'all are gonna be hurt. Y'all gonna be hurt.
I know he gonna show out. And I hope that for him.
It's gonna hurt.
I hope that for him.
No, it's not.
We done had other people go other places and win.
Wait,
I'm finna be petty. The Cowboys got the most players to ever go other places and win championships.
Ooh.
Oh, that's fine. It's a winning organization.
All right, wait, no, I'm just playing. I just wanted to mess with Mr. Black.
But look, man, the soon as the pressure you talking about, BG, for Justin Fields, it's the double-edged sword. Because if Caleb Williams come in there playing quarterback with recent quarterbacks, like I said, Joe Burrow, CJ Stroud playing really well in their rookie year, and he come in and stink it up, and Justin Fields goes somewhere else and show that he's the quarterback that y'all actually needed, y'all gonna be looking like, damn, because you could have took 2 top 10 draft picks and drafted at the other positions versus drafting a quarterback that you already had and then get another position. I'm saying it's the same pressure.
I ain't gonna lie.
Caleb Williams got to come in there and do something regardless.
Yes.
Justin Fields got to do something regardless.
Right.
There's no situation to where there's not pressure on. But me, I'm going to bet on the quarterback that I just drafted a few years ago that I haven't gave the proper time to develop and showcase because of the weapons around him. The Bears ain't had an offensive player make the Pro Bowl in how long?
Hey, Devin Hester. Wait a minute.
I'm just saying.
I'm
just saying, man.
So check this out, man. We gonna to be continue this one because it ain't over. When it go down, it's gonna go down. When it happens, we gonna talk about this.
Let's go, Caleb Williams.
I want to talk about the alleged I want to talk about the alleged story spoken by Kevin Garnett that LeBron may be on the juice. Now, ain't nobody got no hard evidence. However, it's so freaky what he doing right now. What are y'all gentlemen's thoughts on what LeBron is doing right now? And is he getting a little assistance? Also, if he is getting assistance, could he still be considered the GOAT?
My personal opinion is that if you spend $10 million a year on your body, conditioning, training, whatever you're doing, I don't think that man is. I think that man is just, and I'm not the biggest LeBron fan. And I think that a lot of people get athlete and player confused, but that might be a whole nother topic. I don't think that he is. I think that that man knows how to take care of his body. He has a regimen, and he's just a freak of nature type athlete, and he got good genes. It's just in him. I don't think he's juicing, boosting. I don't think he's doing none of that. I don't think that he is. I think he's a very athletic. He's also very smart. He knows the game of basketball. He knows how to maneuver on that court. I don't think that he is. And the fact that Kevin Garnett is saying that, I'm kind of feeling a way about these old, past their time, past their prime athletes criticizing people in the day's game. Now, if the Lakers was the number 1 seed and LeBron was leading the league in scoring, rebounding, assisting, it might be some credibility to what he's saying. That's not the case. The Lakers are the number 8 seed, fighting to stay in the playoffs. They might be like 8 or 9. So if he's doing all that, don't the results speak for you doing that and the team around you? So no, I think that KG just talking.
Mr. Black.
I'm definitely with Tate on this one. I'm sorry, not Tate. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm confusing y'all today. I'm with Jeezy on this one.
Because we kind of look alike.
For one, it's all about evolution. And the evolution of basketball, we've seen more skilled players, we've seen more overseas players, and we've seen players play longer. When we was coming up, a player playing at 35 was like a dinosaur. You was like, man, he's still playing? You know what I'm saying? You had a few outliers like Kareem, but for the most part, they were playing until early to mid-30s. Not really playing too much longer than that. So these guys today, like Jesus said, spending money, and then we're talking about LeBron, who is proven to be a generational talent, a once in a lifetime. So we're talking about a generational in a lifetime player who has copious amounts of money to spend on his body to make sure that he's eating right, he's hydrated, and he's doing the right things to make sure that he can compete for an 82-game season, even though he never plays 82 games. That's another thing. These guys aren't trying to kill themselves to play 82 games the way that the Michael Jordans, the way that the Reggie Millers, all those guys were. So they're playing longer because they're also playing less games during the season. So him being on the juice, again, I have to agree. I need to see more results than that. Tell me LeBron is about to win MVP because he's averaging 35 a game. You know what I'm saying? 12 rebounds, 10 assists or something. He's not having that kind of year. He was having a year that he's probably the best person in year 21 that we've ever seen, but it's still not a Jokic year or Embiid year before he got hurt. So I'm saying that it's just, to me, it's taking care of yourself and is knowing better and doing better. That's why they're playing longer. Now, as far as in any event that it was proven that LeBron James is on the juice, he's automatically disqualified. You know, I'm a Jordan guy. I'm leaning towards Jordan anyway, but I do acknowledge that there's a conversation to be had. In the conversation, I'm still picking Jordan, but if it's found out that he's a juicer or cheater or whatever, he's disqualified. You have to throw him all the way out because Michael Jordan has not been known to cheat. If any, cheat in that way anyway. If anything, he went out, had some cigars, had him some liquor and went and dropped 31 on somebody. We know LeBron isn't doing those things because he's taking better care of himself. But if it's proven that he's on that juice, yeah, no, ain't no discussion no more. That he's out of it. And there's nothing, even if he just started this year, everyone is going to wonder, how long have you been on it? What years did you do it to help you get over the hump? Was it in Miami? You know what I'm saying? They're going to wonder things like that. So, yeah, to answer your question again, he would be disqualified.
Oh, let me rock out and stretch my legs on this. I have never been so ashamed of you two gentlemen as we sit on this platform. And let me tell you why. See, we got to line this up right. So, I'm going to say this. First of all, Jordan, year when he was 40, right? Kind of looked like he was 40, right?
Right.
Kind of looked like he was 40. Vince Carter, when he was in his year 20, wasn't half man, half amazing. He still could ball, but he was not half man, half amazing.
Right.
LeBron is technically or practically doing the same crap he was doing for 21 years with no hiccups, running the break. Man, let me tell y'all something. Let's scope this out this way.
He get injured more though now.
LeBron was drafted in 2003.
Mm-hmm.
Who else in that draft class is still playing?
Nobody.
I don't think nobody.
How in the hell is it just LeBron? That's number one.
Well, he was
I know.
Who? High school.
Who?
A lot of them players went to college.
School, so he was younger. Yeah, a lot of them went to college.
And a lot of them been gone at least 4 to 5 years since.
So that's the 4 to 5 year gap right there.
Nah, hell no, BGs. Nah, hell no. But let me
we talking about 18, some of them 22, 23 when they come out.
Let me say this. LeBron, I'm not saying that he doing nothing. But y'all said that man spent $10 million on his body.
Yeah.
What kind of food you eating? Gold nuggets?
Nah,
how
no
the hell you
spending
10? How the hell you spending? What the hell are you doing for $10 million on your body?
Man, you can afford.
Then on top of that, we all know with age, right? You get kind of a mature body. Your body ain't gonna be as hard no matter what the hell you're doing. LeBron still rock hard. Like his body is
historically that's when them guys weren't taking care of themselves, though.
Listen to me though, Mr. Black. I would be okay if it was LeBron, Dwayne, Chris Bosh, Darko, and Carmelo still in the league, and they say, well, we went a different route about taking care of our bodies, and that's the reason why all of us have made it to year 21. However, by LeBron being the only player to make it to 21 years, you can't say your antennas ain't up a little bit. I'm not saying LeBron is on them because he's a phenomenal athlete, but he ain't the first phenomenal athlete to come along. In that case, Bo Jackson will still be playing.
He the first one in this time, no Tate. Them guys was back there smoking cigarettes, drinking beers, eating bad food. I'm saying he the first one in this age of technology and knowledge to be playing. He's the first athlete in that time that has the access to those kind of resources. That does matter.
I understand that. I totally get it, and I understand. I respect these 21 years that he has played. However, when his name is being brought up into that circle of Balco, you can't help but to put your antennas up and say, well, you are awfully damn strong to be 40 years old in comparison to other ultra athletes, because I know you saying he eating the right food, he doing all this, he doing all that. Well, why his draft class ain't doing it? Like, because he's not that much
4 years younger.
He's not that much above. Okay, Garnett came out in high school.
But
Garnett wasn't doing raggedy stuff with his body. He'll tell you how he was working out.
It's a difference, Tate. And if I'm conscious on everything I eat, on how I work out, when not to work out, different treatments, more technology that tells you the ways to take care of your body. These aren't things that these guys in the 90s was worried about. They were just
I'm not
worried
talking about
about staying in shape in the off season and making sure that they was able to get the training camp to get in shape. I'm saying these
Why
guys
is
is
he
already
the
coming into
only
training camp in
athlete?
shape.
Why is he the only athlete privy to these things that y'all are rolling out saying, well, he's knowledgeable? Man, he ain't the only one got money. He ain't the only one got money.
But most
in that case,
NBA players,
Mayweather will still be fighting.
I mean, he fought. He still come out of retirement anytime a bag come up and fight.
He not whooping none of them young challengers.
No.
Well, that ain't what he trying to do. It's only for the bag. But he did fight for a long time. And I'm saying LeBron.
He started fighting.
LeBron.
He started fighting some of my coworkers. These moments.
And you can look, and then you can look across the league at Brady. It's the same thing. You know better to take care of your body. The rules lax, just like in football, it is in basketball. It's not as a physical game as it was in the 90s, where these guys were getting tackled in some games. So when you lax the rules where guys ain't taking beatings like that, and you have the technology and the resources to take care of your body better, if you're LeBron, not every player, but if you're LeBron, then you can parlay into 21 seasons. But look around, Tate. Guys are still playing well past 35. Steph Curry is still one of the best players in the league, and he is 35.
Totally
in the 90s, that wasn't the case.
Totally different.
But in the 90s, that wasn't the case. In the 90s, these dudes were 35. They was on their last leg. They weren't dropping 25, 26 points a game. It's a different time.
Wait, Mr.
Steph
Black,
Curry is doing some of the same things that LeBron James is doing to take care of his body.
Wait, but how is it that LeBron is still posterizing some of the most elite athletes in basketball at age 40?
Well, part
of
that is
his body.
Go ahead, my bad.
That's not true. How many injuries has he had?
Huh? He's had a lot.
He's had a few.
Tate, if you look at how LeBron James is built, right?
Right.
Look at that man's build. He's what, like 6'8", 250. He's not flabby. He came into the league solid young man, right? So over the years, when you can say, okay, them other guys got money, right? They do have money, but not everybody invests that money back into their bodies. That man
was all friends. They were all in a close circle.
Body. I don't think he on that stuff, Tate.
Exactly.
I think it's a reach. I think that man knows how to take care of himself. He knows how to play the game. See, he's smarter. He's smart where other people, you know what? I'm gonna try to do this. Try to do that. He knows how to play a long time. He knows how to play to be smart about how he's playing. He's not gonna be banging and low posting and doing all that. He's doing it, man. He's become a jump shooter.
But
you notice that about him?
He make a good point too. He got 20 seasons, bro, of managing himself through 82 games. If you don't think that man then figured out where I need to take it up, where I need to chill, where I can have a break, that matters, bro. Like I said, in the 90s, dude was playing 82 games. 75, they was playing all these long games in the season. So they're playing less games and they're taking better care of themselves.
Mr. Blunt, LeBron James, the only athlete out of all them damn athletes, the only one that takes his damn body seriously, his health seriously, and invests money into his body. He's the only one. He the only one.
Is them players you talking about being considered as one of the best players of all time? Because that matters too.
Where does that matter?
They don't have that opportunity. It does matter because my motivation is different, Tate.
My issue
motivation is different.
LeBron not even showing signs of slowing down.
No, he is.
No, he's not.
He is. He is.
He don't play as much.
It's just not going to be as drastic as some it is in other players.
That's because the juice ain't leaked out yet, Mr. Black.
It ain't no juice, man.
Take
y'all came out of high school, bro. It's a perfect time.
He should be even more beat up and tired.
Resources. No,
he should be
skipped
even more
3
beat up
4
and
years.
tired because he had more pro
He
years.
skipped 3 or 4 years that those guys went to college and played.
Exactly.
Wait, timeout. Now, because that don't make no sense.
Carmelo, I looked at the draft class. Carmelo went to school.
That doesn't make sense.
3 years.
He been
What do you
playing
mean?
pro
He
ball
skipped 3 or
longer.
4.
He been playing pro ball
but
longer
listen.
than those guys. He should be wearing down.
No, I understand. But he didn't have 3 years of college in between the NBA. He went straight from high school, whereas smaller guys, less minutes, straight to the NBA. He didn't have to go through March Madness and play 20 minutes a half. He didn't have to.
Wait, he said the key is more serious. He's is more serious. He not partying, chasing hoes, gambling, eating burgers.
That's true. He take care.
Wait, what the hell the chasing hoes got to do with? But never mind.
Yeah, them women.
When I was telling you that the focus is different when you know you got a chance to be one of the best players of all time versus I'm 8th man off the bench. My motivation is different.
Okay.
LeBron James is preparing different because he knows the opportunity he has and he's not trying to waste it.
Right.
I don't think he'll ever catch Jordan, but he's definitely trying to make sure that conversation is as hard as possible to have when you talk about the GOAT. That's not going to be a motivation of like somebody like Damian Lillard. He's not in no conversations to be the best player of all time. Is he a damn good player? Absolutely. But no one is taking him, you know what I'm saying, as the number 1 point guard of all time either.
But Mr. Black, by you saying LeBron is chasing being the GOAT, isn't that more reason to put the damn shit in you?
No, I'm not going to knock you on that point. That is a point. But I think that LeBron doesn't have to do that because the other things that we're talking about he's doing, taking care of himself, you know what I'm saying, eating right, working out right, knowing when to take it easy. All those things matter.
How is it
and
that he's the only one that do it right?
But he's not. This is what I'm saying. When you look around at the league, guys are playing longer. They're having career years after 35. Kevin Durant still one of the best players in the league. Steph Curry still one of the best players in the league.
Okay, so you want to bring up Kevin Durant? You want to bring up Kevin Durant? Let me pull some. let me show you some damn shit. Hold on.
Okay.
First of all, whenever you on the juice, what does it affect? Your hair. What is the issue with LeBron and KD? They
ain't never had no hair though.
Bullshit. He need that hair.
They came in old men with the hair. They ain't never had no hair.
Hey,
but these guys are over 35 and they balling, man. That's all I'm saying. These guys are playing longer. Steph Curry look like he might play another 3, 4, 5 years.
Yeah, because he can shoot.
It's a difference between that game, though. That game is different. I can see Steph Curry going to 42.
But I'm saying I'm not talking about just running around being Ray Allen with it. I'm talking about he got another 3 to 5 years to still be Steph Curry. And when you put that on there, that's 39, that's 40. That's longer than the guys was playing back then when they wasn't taking care of themselves. That's all I'm saying.
Absolutely. We know they were alcoholics and drunks allegedly back in the day.
Right.
And eating the wrong food in the off season. Shaq told you how he didn't work out in the off season. He was just eating. Imagine if Shaq would have been able to take care of himself the way that these guys take care of himself.
Right.
The dominant force that he was. Maybe we having a different conversation about who the best player at the center position.
You just messed up, right?
How I messed up?
You know you just messed up, right?
How?
God rest the dead. Kobe Bryant took care of his body phenomenally. Kobe Bryant took everything very serious. And yet and still, although he scored 60 points in his last damn game, Kobe Bryant showed signs of slowing down when it got to the end.
Because of injury. Thank you, BG. Because of
y'all
injury.
ain't doing up a padding my stats right now. My stats is why the hell LeBron ain't been injured?
He have, just not seriously.
He had little penny injuries. He ain't had nothing serious.
Well, he know how to play the game. He not
nobody else
don't.
Not
like that.
Listen,
not like that, man.
Okay.
You hear every time when these guys get hurt that they go to some some doctor in Germany or something who has some revolutionary procedure or something to where it speeds up the process. So these injuries that would have knocked these other guys out for 30 or 40 games, yeah, it'll come back in 15 games. You know what I'm saying?
You're right. And where did LeBron go?
Overseas. Remember, he went overseas last year to some doctor to get some kind of
procedure. What did LeBron do to you? And damn you, Tate, for making me defend LeBron on this whole argument.
I'm not
hey, y'all. Hey, you know I'm having fun. Everything's allegedly. I think LeBron is a phenomenal athlete. I do still question the strength at this age and at this point. But again, man, I hope don't nothing come out because we don't need shit else coming out about our
LeBron has been the best role model, the best career on and off the court.
I ain't gonna say that.
No, he's the best.
He been in some DMs.
NBA, the best NBA player on and off the court career ever. If you combine on and off the court, he got the best career ever.
He been in some DMs.
He's a man.
Yeah, LeBron didn't have his fun, but I'm saying you ain't heard about him having no other babies and all the other stuff. LeBron has been a true role model for all the play.
He been in some stripper DMs. Stop it.
Hey,
wait. Why is that the only?
He had his partner.
Yeah, man.
He had his partner DM.
Mr. Black. Why is that BG's the only comeback here, man?
Hey, man, you know how much probably. Hey, Mr. Black and Tate, you know how much he probably had to turn down?
Oh well, yeah, understood.
Oh, you know, some of them gonna get through.
Hey, look, and Tate, listen, we know Martin Luther King. You know what I'm saying? How he was getting down as far as when he was marching. You know, but he's still Martin Luther King.
Marching, all right, you wrong for that. Mr. Black, you wrong.
He just had hoes.
You wrong for bringing up Martin Luther King, but you're right.
Man is
that's all I'm saying.
That man is probably few percent of black men in this country that is rich, wealthy, where he can write other people. How many women right now, if his wife decided to leave him, do you think would run to him?
They tackling everybody.
Yeah, LeBron.
Oh my goodness.
They tackling their mama to get into LeBron.
But they not running to him for his looks.
It doesn't matter. They run into him because his status and his money.
Yep.
And that paper and that paper. And that paper.
No, you know what?
I did say and that paper too.
Even if he was not a billionaire, whatever, because he's a pro athlete and he got status, that right there would get him probably 500,000 women.
You better ask Antoine Walker if that stat is correct.
Antoine Walker won LeBron James.
You don't think Antoine was getting all that bossing and all them bossing?
Was getting all of that. They not flocking to him now.
I didn't say it was forever.
That man said now. BG said now.
But Antoine Walker and LeBron James had different careers.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Both they different people.
Them different. Come on now. Antoine Walker is more comparable to a power forward like I don't know.
Like who?
I don't even know who you gonna say, man, today.
Antoine Walker revolutionized the game, bro. As a big
that's a reach.
Yeah.
There.
Yes. No. Hey, Cybertwan wasn't no joke. Cybertwan wasn't no joke at his position.
Antoine Walker could drop buckets. He could drop buckets, but revolutionize is a strong word for Antoine Walker.
All right, we're gonna look that stat up, but one thing I want to get into for real is the Cam Newton situation, y'all. So sit back, check out these videos. We're gonna come back on the other side and talk about this, man, because this is ridiculous. I got two videos real quick. Hold on, y'all.
Hey, John. Hey, John.
Hey, man, I'm gonna say it. They can't hide the film now. You know what I'm saying? That 3 times.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all not throwing that, none throwing that Atlanta hero quarterback.
Just
cannot beat me.
So I've been seeing this trend lately, man, where Cam Newton is, and it ain't even lately. He's just so disrespected, in my opinion. So disrespected. I've never in my and maybe Mr. Black and BGZ can help me with this, but I haven't seen any, pardon my language and the lack of a better word, but I haven't seen no whole shit out of Cam to cause for him to be so disrespected. Where you had one situation where the little kid was talking trash when he was at his camp, and he was telling the little kid, "Hey, chill out, dude, chill out." Now, allegedly, these weren't the kids that was jumping him. Those were the coaches of the teams that he allowed to come into his camp. Like if you got an AAU coach,
right?
Those were them. And the reason why I played the first video first, that video happened before the fight kicked off. Now, what that sounds like to me is some fat ass person that didn't get to live their dream, and now they see him and they want to hate or act like they better than him. What the hell you mean, sad ass Atlanta quarterback that can't throw? What the hell have you been doing?
Yo,
I'm gonna let you go ahead, Mr. Black.
No, okay, listen. So there's a couple things when I think it comes to Cam Newton. So one, we got to remember what area we're talking about. We're talking about Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
So
I live here.
Cam Newton doesn't have the same swagger or presence that Michael Vick had, right? When you looked at Michael Vick had the cornrows. Michael Vick had the swag of someone that comes from the hood. Cam Newton doesn't carry that same swag. Cam Newton has, the prep boy look. He's always had that, as far as the style. So it's not going to be the same respect of them saying, when we're talking about the inner city in Atlanta, looking at Cam Newton the way they looked at Michael Vick when it comes to what we want our quarterback to look like. So now you got guys, like you said, who feel like Cam ain't really like that, at what they feel like he should be like that. So when he comes to the hood to give back, because I haven't did anything with my career, if I can show that I'm better than Cam Newton right now, that means something to me. Cam Newton just trying to come back to give back, but they're not interested in that. They're interested in trying to embarrass somebody they feel like is not of the culture the way somebody like a Michael Vick was, and also to impress or even highlight a moment in their life from upstaging a former quarterback in the NFL. Now, when he was in the NFL, they were probably like, "Oh, Cam." But now, he's fizzled out of the league. The last few years, it's been more about headlines versus, highlights. So now that's where we're at. Again, it's his presence of it not being more like somebody like Allen Iverson or Michael Vick, who you can clearly see has the swagger of the hood in them, you know what I'm saying, and coming to the hood. So I think that's where the disconnect happens, and the disrespect is because they don't see Cam the same way they saw those guys.
Right. You know what? That makes a hell of a lot of sense, what you stated. And I'm gonna pass it to BGZ now. BGZ, what are your thoughts behind this consistent disrespect of Cam Newton?
Okay, so I actually live here in Atlanta. I've been here for almost 2 years, and I could see myself. I've talked to a lot of the guys. It's a lot of hate for people doing their thing that, he coming in town. They might feel like he presented himself a certain way. It's a lot of sensitive ass men here, man. It's a lot of sensitive ass men. I'm not just talking about the homosexual men. I'm talking about the regular straight men are sensitive, and they some hating dudes. And I'm not saying it's all dudes here, but I'm from Florida. I don't think he would have got treated like that. It's a different air here in Georgia, where the men are more sensitive and hating. And I think that contribute a lot to what happened, because we got to realize this. Cam Newton no longer an active football player, right? So if you didn't follow his career, where he was a star quarterback for the Carolina Panthers, and then at the tail end of his career, he played with a little bit. But if you didn't follow his career, now you see him on social media. You see him doing a podcast. So these people probably have a knowledge that, okay, yeah, this guy played football, but that dog, he took them to the Super Bowl in like 2003 or 4, something like that. Or was it?
Cam Newton?
Maybe
the
like
Panthers,
that.
it was maybe like 2015 or 16 or something like that.
All the time they went and they lost. So it's almost 10 years since this man has been at that level. The rest of those years was subpar. So now you know him. He talking on a podcast. He talking about other people that's not sports related. So now you form an opinion about this man who's no longer a football player, who's a wealthy man, that he got his take on things. So I'm gonna form an opinion on him, not by him playing football, but what he's saying on social media. So really now, these people here look at him like a social media personality. And trust me, here in Atlanta, it's a lot of social people, whether it's radio, TV, internet influencers. That's what Cam is now. He's an internet influencer.
And the way he dressed.
And the way he dressed.
And the way he dressed.
Somebody for the way they
look at him. This guy, he used to play football, but now he got this little podcast. He's talking about all these people. And this guy, game manager. Remember, he said that now about all these other people. Game manager. This guy ain't this guy ain't that. So honestly, from the air and the culture here in Atlanta, he probably not too favorably looked upon. They probably looking at him as who this N-word think he is.
But
on his podcast, talking about all these other people, and he not even in the league. He ain't doing this. So when he come to this camp, they probably already kind of like.
But why go to his camp? That's number one. Also, Cam has been getting disrespected since when he was in the league. Not post. Even when he was in the league, I know I heard people calling him all kind of names. And I don't understand why the venom is so potent for Cam Newton. When here it is, let's say now post-career, yeah, he's an influencer, but there's other influencers out here, athletes. You can't beat Gilbert Arenas from talking shit. So he's not the only one out there that's stating his opinion, and his opinion is not popular. If you say because of how he dressed, don't y'all know that man got his own hat line? That's the reason why you see them Wizard of Oz ass hats he be wearing. And also that hat line should go up in value.
Oh yeah, should after that fight.
We're only talking about. We're only talking about the aesthetic of it.
Wait, Mr. Black. The hat line should go up in value because that hat never came off. Also, if you had 300-pound, 200 and 300-pound linemen and what do you call linebackers that couldn't take Cam down, what makes you think your fat couch laying ass is gonna tackle this man? Cam was beating at least 3
They're not thinking he like that. They didn't think that Cam was like that.
The
perception is he's the goofy guy on the podcast with the funny looking clothing. He ain't from the hood like that. I'll try him. That's what they thinking of.
Bruh, Cam Newton big than a mother in real life, I bet.
What about 6'4", 6'5", something like that?
But it's not even that. Did you see, like, when they was trying to take him down, the man's legs wasn't moving.
Yeah, he's still been trying to train for an opportunity. He ain't that far from training for football.
What Mr. Pat said was right, Tate. That's what they do here in Atlanta. If you're not from here, they're gonna size you up. Hey, yeah, that's that dude. Yeah, that's a dude. That's what they do to people here. I'm not saying it's just here. It's probably everywhere, but it's a lot here. People that's not from here, they size you up. So
I thought Cam is from Atlanta, ain't he? He not from Atlanta?
He might be. I don't know.
he might be from Atlanta, man. Doing all that,
but that to me, but that would be more of the reason why, because we know you didn't come up in the schools that we came up in. You know, you weren't in the places that we were.
Wait, let's put it out there though. Let's put it out there. Professional athletes have the most jealousy from regular folk than any other occupation that might came off or anything, because for some reason the average Negro think that they can do what them dudes out there do.
Most people aren't
self-aware, Tate. If you could have done that, you would have been out there. These dudes, let's be for real. When you see a professional athlete, the nature or the manner of a Cam Newton or somebody like that, please understand those are the superheroes of our village. Right. Some of guns ain't regular. So
no, to be able to run as fast as they are and take the punishment that they take, no, they had to train for that.
And it's a couple of Negroes that think because they can throw the long ball without any pressure on them. Let's just add that much. Because the worst
because
thing
they may have beat him in high school or something.
The worst thing
something like that.
The worst thing in the world are them coaches that thought they was the shit. Because you can even see how they coach the kids. They be trying to coach the kids all hard like they was cold. If you was so cold, you'll be there.
Right.
So I think that honestly, these damn coaches be trying to live their dream, and to disrespect that man like that, and you think that he's not a man, because for some reason we think that our athletes are not men. That's why Ron Artest had to beat the shit out of some people. That's why Russell Westbrook stay into it with fans, because they put the athlete in front of the man.
Right.
And so in saying that, I feel bad because it make our stuff look bad. And BGZ sent a graphic that I want to put up. And BGZ, you can explain this graphic, brother. Here you go.
Okay. So this is Peyton Manning, his brother Eli, holding the football camp. They showing them nothing but love. Right? And, I hate to go with the obvious narrative here, but you got Cam Newton, and he didn't get beat up, but they was attacking him.
Right.
And it's sad that we as African-American men can't have that same type of respect that's given to us as a Peyton Manning, Eli Manning, that's doing the exact same thing. Now, obviously, Cam Newton didn't have that type of success on a professional level that those two had, but here is somebody that you can identify with. I could be the next Cam Newton. I could be able to make it to the pros. I could be able to have this measure of success. Look at this man. He's back among us. Right. But he don't do that.
Still a college champion. Still an MVP of the NFL.
Yes.
Still a Pro Bowler.
Had the greatest drive in college.
Still made it to the Super Bowl.
MVP.
Wait, check this out. Had the greatest drive in college history in a championship game.
May have had one of the best college seasons in history.
Facts.
When you talk about going straight from junior college to Auburn to having that Heisman Trophy year, that might be one of the best seasons that we didn't seen somebody have.
Can I present this question to you, gentlemen? Because it made me that illustration made me think of something. Are the athletes that come off to be monsters more respected? Because I couldn't have never seen that happening to a Lawrence Taylor or somebody of that nature at their camp. If you had my boy, Baltimore, I got his damn jersey on.
Ray
Lewis. Do you see that happening to Ray Lewis at his camp?
No.
No, I don't see that happening to none of them guys.
Is it we have a false illusion of somebody being soft or hard based on what type of athlete they presented themselves to be? Because you said it wouldn't have happened to Michael Vick.
I don't think it would happen to Michael Vick. Definitely not in Atlanta.
And we even have statements that's, man, you better not run up on such and such. But I'll run up on Cam because he's soft.
Yeah, and see the thing is, it's like a catch-22. Well, the same thing that's gonna make Cam more marketable for like a podcast space or
That's why.
commercials or endorsements is
Mhm.
going to get him knocked by the community because he's not coming off like a Russell
Monster.
Westbrook where it's like, hey, you say something to me, I'm gonna say something to you. Hey, we can get down. Cam is gonna be perceived as the nice guy. You can probably feel
Right.
good about approaching Cam in public. Hey, Cam, I'm a big fan, and he'd probably be receptive to that versus somebody like a Dez Bryant or something. Like Dez Bryant, not to
Right.
say he's not a good dude or anything, but
But you're
because
not
he's
running
known
up on him.
to speak how he feel, you're not running up on Dez. You know what I'm saying? He might drop you. So it's like that's gonna be the perception on Dez versus Cam Newton. It's
He
like,
might do what?
I'm probably not gonna run up on him. It might drop him. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Dez would have no bones about dropping a fan who ran up on him the wrong way. You
And
know
let
what
me
I'm saying?
explain something to you real quick, Mr. Black. I had the opportunity
Yeah.
to meet Brandon Marshall,
Okay.
who, in my opinion, I think some people will try Brandon just like they would try Cam. That's just my opinion.
You think so?
I think
I don't
so.
know, man. You
Because
think
no. Listen. I'm finna break it down. They had the podcast, Brandon Marshall and all them
I Am
guys.
Athlete.
I Am Athlete.
Mhm.
There you go. And then you remember I Am Athlete split up to become the Pivot.
Right. Fred
A lot
Taylor
of them,
and Channing Crowder.
a lot of them looked at Brandon Marshall as the problem of that. And
Right.
from a podcasting standpoint, I hate to say it, he came off as being the soft one. A B. I'm trying to
More
be nice.
sensitive. Yeah, the more
Not
sensitive.
even more sensitive,
of
but this could have been great had it not been for your bitch ass. Basically, that's what I'm gonna say. That I'm gonna say.
Okay.
That's the way the hood
okay.
perceives.
Right.
I can see somebody running up or having the illusion of running up on Brandon Marshall. However,
I don't know, Tate.
Brandon Marshall,
he was a firecracker when he was playing football, though, man.
That's true. However, again, BGZ said how soft Cam come off on the podcast. I'm telling you how soft Brandon Marshall, not soft, but he was the softer of the bunch on the podcast. I can see them trying him in their mind. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe if you don't know him when he was playing, if you didn't see Brandon Marshall when he was playing, I can see what you're saying.
Right.
If you just know him from podcasting, I can see that.
Right. So, but what I'm trying to point out is Brandon Marshall is big than a mother.
Yeah.
Also, Brandon Marshall box heavyweight division. Not pro, but he boxed. You not knowing that this dude is you got to understand when they take up something like boxing or something like that, that ain't just me taking up boxing. That ain't just a normal individual, BGZ and Mr. Black taking up boxing.
Athlete.
That's a supreme athlete that's taking up a fighting skill. You three Negroes could not take Cam down. Y'all pushed him off the stage and everything. That was just momentum. But y'all could not take him down. I don't understand the logic of you Negroes thinking that y'all could mess with Cam in any way, shape, or form. And
you trying to apply logic
feel
where
like
there is
street
none.
justice. I feel like street justice should take place, and he should be able to go one-on-one with each of them.
I don't even think that. I think he should call the people that he got in Atlanta to handle that situation. Don't even get caught up in that.
That part too. That part too.
You know what?
But that brings up something. Where was Cam's bodyguards and people at?
That's what I don't get.
Never.
People running and staff.
Think you needed it though.
Nah, you got to, man. You got to. You got to. You have to have.
I'm not saying what you're right, BG. That's what should have happened. I'm saying, but Cam strikes me as a guy who might feel like he don't need no security out here because I'm with my people.
Or you back home.
Or I'm back home. But really, that's the time that you should have the security the most is when you're back home. Because of the guys you went to school with, the guys you played against, the guy who may have been with one of the same girls you was with, all that. You know what I'm saying? Breeze envy. He ain't all that. We used to talk to the same chick. He ain't all that. I threw for more yards senior year than he threw for. He ain't all that.
My girl.
Right. He ain't all that. I played against him in junior college. He was okay.
Hey, y'all remember an athlete named Dwayne Wade?
Yeah.
My God.
Don't nobody get more scrutinized from a feminine standpoint in the hood
Than Dwayne Wade.
But I guarantee you not one of them will run up on him because he'll beat your ass. All the ones that talk about, oh, he paint his nails, oh, he's sensitive, oh, he cross his legs, oh, he do this, run up on him and say the same stuff.
And I always thought that was unfair, man, as far as what Dwayne Wade does to bond with his child. Because I always respected that you have to be a certain strong to not care what the world thinks when the eye is on you, and just say, hey, whatever I need to do to be more relatable to my child and what they're going through, I'm gonna do it. I respected that a hell of a lot, to me personally. Everybody like to say what they would and wouldn't do, but you don't know until you in that situation, and you have to make some of those same decisions.
I'm gonna say this.
I'm sitting at
none of them men in Florida, Dwayne Wade can walk down any street from Liberty City, Opelika, all them places in Miami, and nobody wouldn't mess with that man.
Not at all. Let me tell you what's up. I'm sitting there having lunch with Dwayne Wade, his father, and a couple of other people. And folks ain't doing nothing but running up to him, getting, signing, much respect. It was not one disrespectful person. But let me tell you what I saw. That man sitting there in that chair, first of all, every bit of 6'4". Normal people ain't just walking around 6'4". I don't know, the shit talkers.
Right.
Then on top of that, this man got muscles coming out of clothes. You're not running up on that.
Right.
You real brave behind the scenes. This internet got folks real brave.
And dumb.
But I guarantee you not one of them, whether they're a celebrity or whether they're a person on the street, will run up to that man that is from the west side of Chicago and call him out his name. Not one of them.
He got respect in that city so much where they started calling it, Miami is called Dade County.
Dade County.
They was calling Miami Wade in respect and honor for Dwayne Wade for as much as he had did for that city. It goes, we know this as men, it's about respect. Cam Newton don't have the same level of respect here in Atlanta that a lot of these other Atlanta athletes have. He just doesn't because of how he presents himself. Let's just keep it a beam. Let's keep it a beam, Tate.
Okay.
The way he talk on his podcast, right? That's one.
Mm-hmm.
He dresses like a very metrosexual type male, right? That's what these men here are known for. They're known for that. So the men that dress like Cam, that the mannerism like Cam, they don't get no respect from regular dudes. Now, if you said, like y'all said, Michael Vick, I'm thinking about some of the other athletes that are here. I'm thinking about baseball. You got Ron Gant, that he's a news anchor now. He played for the Braves for years. Oh, wait a minute, he's on the news? Like I said, I'm new here. The man is respected in the city because of what he did for the team and because of who he is now. He's very straightforward, straight, clean-cut guy. Cam Newton ain't that guy. Cam Newton relates more to this generation of people. He relates more. The way he dresses, the way he acts, with his podcast, that's, in my opinion, why they tried it.
I think this is a valid point down here that Mr. Blunt. The problem is our community. We don't respect a man unless he leads with thug or hood energy. Not in all cases, but definitely a fact.
Definitely where Cam was at. Where Cam was at in Atlanta, definitely that.
Right. So, in saying that, man, I personally like Cam Newton. And when I sat down and I actually watched one of his podcasts and he explained the whole purpose of him wearing those weird hats, because let's be for real, they weird. However, there's a point, there's a purpose. There is this man is an entrepreneur that many can learn from, because he said, why am I gonna rock everybody else's stuff and blow their stuff up when I can take my own brand and rock my own brand with the brand that I've already built through football?
Right.
And if we respect those type of concepts, then Cam Newton wouldn't be getting disrespected. He should not be a person that you run up on.
Most people aren't going to try to figure out the why behind something. They're just going to look at it and judge it. So they're just going to look at what he got on. Why he wearing that weird ass shit? You know what I'm saying? And that's it. They're not going to say, oh, well, maybe he's trying to sell clothes. Maybe he's trying to establish a brand, because that's too logical for that type of mentality. For that type of mentality is I don't like that. It don't look like me. I got negative energy already towards that because of those things.
Right. Man, that's a great point. Yep. And it just makes me wonder, which is a whole nother topic, of why our outer brand is so important to our community. You know what I mean by that is, we went through it our whole lives. If you didn't have a certain shoe on, if you didn't wear certain clothes, if you didn't rock your hats a certain way, or look at how Mr. Black wearing that hat. He ain't even got his beard bent like you supposed to bend your beard. Like things all the way down to that we just make too big of a deal out of. Versus, again, you go to other communities and it ain't about what they wear. Because trust and believe, they got way more assets. They have way more, valuable things than what we put value in. Like the things that we put value in actually has no value.
Right.
So that's a whole nother topic in itself. I personally am ashamed as a black man. I'm ashamed. I would have probably taken that better if had them been kids in the camp. I would have probably understood it a little more, because we older and them kids.
To be honest, if they look like us, whether it's grown men or kids, I would have been embarrassed, because this we just pointed out that graphic that those kids that went to the Eli Manning, Peyton Manning camp, that's not nothing that them brothers are gonna have to worry about. Eli and Peyton Manning. It shouldn't have been nothing that Cam Newton have to worry about, because he's giving back. This is a NFL MVP, Heisman Trophy winner that you have in front of you. Those accolades, no matter if you black or white, Hispanic or whatever, need to be respected, especially when you don't have access to this person like that. There's not Heisman Trophy winners just walking down the street, NFL MVPs.
It wasn't a Heisman Trophy winner or MVP that jumped him. Right. Which is more shame.
You know what?
We don't want to sit back and learn. We want to be jealous and do some crap like that.
And feel like I can beat the person with these accolades. Well, yeah, he may have won the Heisman. He may have won an NFL MVP, but I'm better than him.
Let me point this out real quick, Mr. Black and B. Jeezy. I know damn well it wasn't Cam that said something out of pocket that got it escalated to that point.
Nah.
Because that's not even in his character. So, in my opinion, it's not in his character to look at them folks and say something out of, hey, that's why I'm better than y'all because I've been there. You know, that's not even in his character, in my opinion.
Well, even if he did take, I'm gonna look at it from this perspective, because we all human, and you can have a moment to where somebody might say something and you say something that's a little out of character, something you might really didn't want to say, because they antagonize you to that point. Even if he did, it wasn't fighting words. I don't think he said, you called out your name, I'll beat you up, I'll do this, I'll do that. I don't think it was that. It may have been like, well, let's show me. Do you think you throw the ball further? Show me. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. It ain't finna be something that warrants getting jumped. That's what I think.
Right.
I don't think it was anything that warrants him getting jumped. Nobody should ever be trying to jump somebody, but you three dudes thinking that, I can't take him one-on-one if we three jump him because he this massive human. It's like it's all weird, man. It's all weird, and it's really
Right. And you're right. We should be ashamed that this took place. And it's all a damn shame. However, I'm serious as the man I am. If it had been the kids, it's still a damn shame, but I could have took it a little bit better than it being our adult black men.
Right.
Because it
Because
shows
they don't know
that
no better.
it shows that we still jealous of each other.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, most definitely.
Jealous of each other.
And you know what, man? And I'm gonna say this, and y'all can think about this. When Cam Newton played football, he always was like he knew what was going on in the culture, so he could relate to this generation. From the way he dressed to his touchdown dances. He would get in there and do all that. So if people feel like they can relate to you, you probably gonna get tried quicker. You probably something like that gonna happen quicker. And I'm not saying that it's right. I don't want nobody to misconstrue that. It's not right. But usually people who put themselves in Cam Newton position are the ones that's kind of stuff happen to. When people don't know you and you like, well, hey, like y'all said, he this guy, he this guy, he this guy. That don't happen. But he's always been kind of keep up with the generation, keep up with the culture type of guy. So now you put yourself within that. What happened?
Keep going. Yeah.
So that's what I feel happened. You the dress with the tight jeans and the swag and all the dancing and know the people and talking about the people on your podcast. So especially here in Atlanta, even though he grew up here or that he's from here, he one of us.
You know who else I think that they would try like that? When this dude is a Titan. I think that they would try Dwight Howard like that.
They absolutely would.
I think they would try. Let me say this real quick. Out of all the time that I done held back my cussing, right when I cussed, my mama joined the daggone.
All right, Tate, tighten up, Tate.
And Jabari says, has any of the other people involved spoke out? Well, that video that we played was actually that video happened before the fight happened. The other people haven't spoke out since, but that video of him downing Cam speaks volumes to me, especially if that happened before the fight.
I don't need to hear from three dudes that jumped Cam Newton, to be honest with you. They're I don't not if it's one-on-one, maybe somebody fighting. Yeah, it's two sides to that. But jumping somebody, I don't need to hear from them dudes. Me personally.
Right. That is a great response to that. That's a great response because that's some you're gonna hear from three punks. Because that's what I look at that as. And y'all didn't even do nothing to it. God dog, y'all couldn't even get him. Anyway,
he was dragging y'all.
He was whooping, man. Cam looked like, when the quarterback don't go down while people trying to tackle him and he still get the pass off.
Right.
That's literally what Cam looked like. The man hat didn't fall off, y'all. Y'all need to go to fight school or something that at least make somebody's hat come off. The damn hat didn't have a chin strap on it.
Yeah, it looked bad. I don't want to be one of those three people where people been like, that was you fighting Cam Newton? Oh, okay. So what happened? You know what I'm saying? Because he looked like he was fine. He did anything and everything, so.
And in my opinion, it didn't get wild until the fourth dude kind of jumped in. And then it was like, okay, well, all right. But them three didn't have a chance. So in saying that, man, look, let's wrap this up. It's been a great Thursday. I'm so glad. Hey, y'all, ain't y'all glad like we done had this show and tomorrow Friday versus Wednesday?
Yeah, tomorrow my early day, actually.
Man, we about to what? Man, every Thursday, man, we about to bring the smoke. And then again, TMI News is on Tuesday night. That's where we bring them deep topics, man. And that's a shame. I don't even know what next week topic gonna be. I usually try to give y'all a little, little something. But I don't even know what I'm gonna come up with, but it's gonna be good. So in saying that, man, look, the past show was the bomb. We had the and damn near the entire cast of Lady Thug, written, produced by Michael W. Green and Benjamin Ward. Hey, shout out to them fellas. I'm gonna let Mr. Black always doing something fantastic, and BGZ is completely changing the game over there. Y'all got to tell us more about what you're doing. So I'm gonna let Mr. Black go first. Go ahead, man. Spit it out. What you doing right now?
Yeah, man. So of course, if y'all watch this show, you know about Mojo Savage, the drop spot on Tubi right now and Peacock. So please check those movies out when you get a chance. Outside
Give me
of
the
that,
drop
you know,
spot
we got
trailer, by the way. I don't mean to interrupt. Give me the drop spot trailer.
Got you.
Okay.
Outside of that, we got Christmas with the Fam coming this holiday season, holiday comedy. It'll be hilarious. We got Grit that I'm currently filming now. I got to film this Saturday to wrap it up, but that's gonna be a dope film. Put you in the mind of like a Four Brothers kind of film. So I'm looking forward to you know, getting that project done. Outside of that, I got a web series that I'm working on that I'm actually shooting as well. That'll be coming to social media pretty soon. So staying pretty busy, man. I'm excited.
That is super dope, man. And I'm gonna tell you like this: I had the honor of being on set with you, man, and that was a very cool set. We had a great time. Wish the weather could have been a little bit better, but we still handled our business, man. I can't wait to see how that come out, man. BGZ, dude, y'all doing some stuff over there at Common Sense, and you know what's going on.
So we do the podcast Friday nights, CSC podcast. It's like a reality show sometimes. And then I'm doing my thing on Saturday nights at 10 o'clock. I'm doing a little B-side thing. And so we just kind of mixing up. And a lot of the topics that we talk about, just grown folk, real stuff topic. You may get a topic from me, Tate. You may get a topic from Tuesday from me. So that's what we got going on Friday night, Common Sense Chronicles. Saturday night, the B-side, Zoomcast. We up.
Hey, and I want to say this, shout out to the calendar girls. Look, I got a couple of questions on a couple of them, but shout out to my girl RC for doing her thing with the calendar girls. I'm sorry, BGs.
So maybe tell people sometime.
It's saying that, man, I'm 49 years old, and my two gentlemen on this show got me so heated that they got me a whooping. Mama said it's all right. I'll get. She gonna drop kick me later. So
you deserve it, Tate. You deserve it. Get Miss Wilson. Get Miss Wilson.
We ain't going nowhere. Every Thursday night, man, we're gonna bring y'all the heat, man. So if y'all got some sports topics y'all want to hear us three talk about, please drop us some inbox messages, and we're gonna definitely get it on the show. And saying that, man, it's been a wonderful night. I appreciate you two gentlemen. We are out of here, y'all. Peace. Wait, see, this is the dumb part of me. Can you be? I miss you, girl. Cause I don't be knowing what I'm doing. I got to play the outro.